I had an unexpected threesome with my best friend and my boyfriend. Just the other night, I was hanging out with my best friend and my boyfriend in her apartment. It started out innocently enough with us playing games and watching movies. Then we started playing Never Have I Ever, and the questions were pretty sexual. She then asked, Never have I ever had a threesome? And both me and my boyfriend said no. Her entire vibe changed. She said, What if we did something crazy? I kind of laughed because no part of me could have ever fathomed what she meant. But then she scooted closer to my boyfriend and started kissing him. He wasn't stopping her. I just froze. There they were, making out like it was the most natural thing in the world. I think I had a trauma response of sorts of kind of tricked myself into thinking this was normal, but it's like my brain wasn't ready to feel the extent of what was happening. They started undressing each other, and on instinct, I undressed myself too. But a full fledged threesome occurred between us. The next morning, I woke up first believing I had dreamt it, but there they were, naked on the floor together. I still couldn't process what the hell occurred, so I just kind of ran out. When it finally hit me, I had a full fledged breakdown. I've gotten calls and texts from both of them asking if I'm okay. I didn't want this. Why did I go along with this? Why didn't I stop it? Why did she start it? I don't know what the hell to do. Last text from my boyfriend was, I hope you aren't upset. I think that was such a special event in our relationship, even though it was insane. I still love him, but I can't look at him the same. I feel like I've been betrayed in the most disgusting way, even though I let it happen slash participated. Am I right to feel like they did wrong in the worst way? I feel like there was some premeditated situation going on. Ain't no way you just are playing a game with your best friend and your boyfriend and they start making out like it's natural.
I also feel like for her to first of all grab him and for him to not even react to it. Like, why are you touching me?
Yeah.
Like, just in general, just even if they just grab you, but let alone just like, they're just
Maybe
like,
there was something going on behind the scenes.
and for him to not even like question it. I mean, if they were drinking, did they mention that they were drinking and stuff?
Yep.
I just feel like when I have had drinks, I was still able to process what was going on around me. Like, I was still able to be very coherent and
It's also just a
excuse.
boundary
Yeah.
and something that you cross with like your relationship and your best friend, because now
Yeah.
at that point, like,
Yeah.
you can't, how are you supposed to hang out with your best friend with your man anymore? You can't.
That's what I'm saying. She just joined because she just felt like, oh, it was natural instinct for me to just kind of like join, but they didn't include her, it seems like, in the beginning anyway. It was just them two, and she just kind of was like, all right, let me just also get undressed.
Okay, so here's an update. One, no, he hasn't been sleeping with her the whole time. That night was the first time. He didn't actively want to sleep with her, but he wouldn't have said no either. He put this down to being a horny guy.
Not being able to say no is a big enough red flag for me. That means you have no self-control.
He thought the vibe was super sexual even before she came on to him, and that he expected it to happen, and thought I did too. He mentioned how sexual the questions were and her straight up saying we were turning her on with our answers. He didn't push her away because he thought it would be a fun experience for all of us. He admitted to being turned on by her boldness and doing it in front of me. He thought that if she did it so easily, it meant she and I talked about it beforehand, and that's why we invited him. They didn't have sex after I left, but they did express regret over possibly hurting me, and he left as soon as he could. I asked if I could see his phone to see if he'd been talking to her. He admitted that he did message a bit after the ordeal, but it was nothing serious. I asked if I could see, and he got kind of panicky, which made my heart drop. They went something like this. Her, let me know if you get in touch with, it says my name, so I'm just going to make him a name. Melanie. Let me know if you get in touch with Melanie. Him, I will. Can I be honest though? Her, of course. Him, last night was the best night of my life. Me too. I feel bad that Melanie might feel bad, but God, it was so hot. I'll be sad if we can't do that again. You're everything Melanie said you were. She talks about me like that. Her, all the time. I low key wanted to see for myself.
I just need to say that if that's the best night of your life, then that means that you probably don't have a very eventful life because you know what I mean? It's just kind of like with your significant other there, and the best night of your life is to literally just like hook up with their friend in front of their face. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? But no, I just feel like at this point, leave him, drop her, because there's no way you can get past that, honestly. No. And the fact that they've even messaged about it after the fact, just says everything you need to know. And just him alone saying that he wouldn't have even stopped it is enough. Like, he is a man of no self-control, and you deserve better, and you just need to move on with your life and drop both of them and find you someone that has a little bit more self-control, and that wouldn't just sleep with your friend the first opportunity that they get.
How does this even happen? Because if this was like my situation and anything like this would happen, I just would go in full crash out mode.
I agree. And first of all, like when you played like these drinking games, they don't necessarily always have to be sexual. Like, it doesn't always have to be sexual. Like, if you're asking,
never have I ever jumped out of an airplane.
Yeah, like why does it have to be that? First of all, but yeah, and I feel like that's kind of a red flag, just being in that setting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if like we were just in a group setting of just like us three, and like we're just talking about sexual stuff the whole time, it's just like there's more to life, than just.
And it is kind of like setting a mood, for something.
It is. Like,
and if she's like there with nobody, like, yeah, you guys get to go to the room, but like at this point, like she said, she was like turned on by her questions, which is still kind of weird to come forward and be like, oh, your answers are turning me on.
Like I said before, you must not have a lot going on in your life if like the only thing that is just that you can think of, like really, like never have I ever, like the only thing you can think of is sexual. Like, you can't think of anything else, nothing at all.
So there is a little bit more after this. After that, he started complimenting her sex skills and stuff, which I quickly skimmed over because I knew I'd get sick if I fully processed them. I skimmed over the rest of the conversation really because at this point I just couldn't handle seeing anything else of that nature. It still doesn't make me feel better, though, considering while I was having a literal breakdown, they were complimenting each other's sex skills and bodies. I told him to leave and he begged me to give him for everything, but I told him to go fuck her again since he loved it so much. He ain't for you, honey.
No, I mean, I don't want to like talk about anyone's self-esteem, but it's just kind of like to let that happen in front of you. Like, if you're not okay with it, like if y'all are into that type of thing and that's something that y'all frequent, then you know that's one thing. But it's just like if y'all have not had that conversation, never have experienced that together, and then it just happens in front of you without your consent,
dressed herself out of like shock.
For me personally, I wouldn't have even let that happen. It would have been over by her like grabbing it from like the rip, like off rip. I guess that it's a good thing that did happen, so she can see like what kind of people that they are, and that's not the type of man that you want in your life anyways. Like, obviously, if he's not the type to have any sort of self-control when it comes to your friend, then he's not going to have any self-control when it comes to anybody. So I guess the trash takes itself out. That's what I have to say about that.